Rooting for the bad guy. Make no mistake about it, whether you drive for Uber or Lyft, the possibility exists that you may encounter a bad guy. Simply put, drivers pick up passengers, and there are folks who try to assassinate the passengers in our vehicle. Today we're going to talk about such a story where you may find yourself actually rooting for the assassin. What up, folks? Once again, it is indeed your boy Tim with another ride-sharing video. Picking up passengers with beefs often happen. Picking someone up and there are other folks that are out to get them. We've done numerous stories on that. But in this case, this may be one where you're rooting for the individual to get got. Want to run this story by you. Facebook post leads to shots fired at Lyft vehicle, teen in custody. Now you heard it right, folks. These individuals were arguing on Facebook. And this has led to someone taking pot shots at a Lyft vehicle. A social media spat. How the hell does that translate to someone shooting at a Lyft vehicle? Here you go. According to reports, one of the victims got into an argument with a suspect over a Facebook post. During the argument, the suspect allegedly threatened to shoot the victim. Police say the victim and a friend got into a Lyft, which took them to the suspect's house in the 4400 block of Doubletree Road. Now, clearly in this case, you're arguing with someone on social media. You want to approach that individual, then let's handle the business. Don't involve a fucking Lyft driver. Don't call up a rideshare vehicle to take you to a location where you got beef. But nevertheless, that is what happens here. You've already heard the title of the story, so you know how this shit goes down. Continuing on. The Lyft driver told police that the suspect came outside with a gun, verbally threatened them, and fired shots at the car. The Lyft sped off, but reports say the suspect ran after the car, continuing to fire shots at the victim. Why the hell do you have a driver in this shit? Now, it's pretty clear what took place. The victim, who in my humble opinion is hardly worthy of such a qualification. You're having a spat with someone on Facebook. You grab your friend and you guys call a rideshare vehicle, in this case a Lyft driver, and have him take you to the location, knowing that some drama is about to jump off. The other individual that you were going to accost comes up the house with a gun and starts shooting at all of y'all asses. Now, I'm not defending the assailant in this case, but I would be really pissed off with the passenger and his friend because you guys knew the shit you were getting me into. There is no way in hell the Lyft driver should have been used as a vehicle to get to this drama. So this is not likely to result in any type of lawsuit, but in my opinion, the driver would absolutely have a lawsuit against the passengers in the back of his vehicle for hiring him to take him to this location, which indeed could have cost his life. Now, the good news is no one was injured, even though this assailant was shooting at the car, running down the street, shooting at the damn car while they were trying to get away. No one got hit, but the Lyft driver's car got shot up. One of the passengers thought he had been shot. Police even stated that one of them had been hit, but it turns out it was flying glass from the car that came in and injured the passenger. Now, the driver had a Toyota Camry pictured here, windows all fucked up. Now, we know how this works, folks. Even though the Lyft driver did not get hit, the repair of his vehicle is on him. Those windows that are shot out, that is on him. If you file a claim with Lyft's insurance, it's a $2,500 deductible. Is that $2,500 worth of damage? One way or another, this driver is going to be out of probably over $1,000 because it is fucked up incident. Those passengers should have their ass beat for taking this Lyft to this location. This would have never happened if they hadn't asked this Lyft to go to a location where they knew drama would be. And in my humble opinion, wouldn't surprise me is if while the Lyft driver was taking them to this location, they may have been on the phone continuing to argue with this individual on social media. Well, all right, we about to come over there and show your ass what's up. All of a sudden, this guy comes out with a gun and starts shooting like that. He's obviously very pissed off. They clearly knew that they were about to engage in drama going to his home. They may have just not suspected gunplay. I'm going to go it's going to be two of us. One of him will beat his ass. Might have been some situation like that. They didn't expect him to come out shooting, but they did expect drama, and for that, the Lyft driver himself was victimized. But continuing on, now, the police released a statement. The 17-year-old suspect was taken into custody and charged with 3 counts of attempted first-degree murder. Catch this. WREG reached out to Lyft for a statement, but we have not heard back. No shit, Sherlock. What the hell are they going to say? They're going to be questioned, well, how do you feel about what your driver went through? Are you going to reach out and do anything for your driver that lost his vehicle? Now he can't earn any income. Because we all know Lyft and Uber don't give a fuck about drivers who are, who lose a lot of shit involved in some of this stuff. Lyft is taking a smart way out to avoid having to answer those questions and appear insensitive. Just do not respond back to the news media. We've covered a host of stories like this. They never respond. Or sometimes they'll give the lame-ass response of, we're doing an investigation, or we're following up on it. I don't think I've ever covered a single story, and anybody following this channel knows I cover a lot of these type of shit. I've never covered a single story where Lyft or Uber actually did something for the victim of violence, whether they get carjacked, robbed, raped, or even up to and including loss of life. I've never heard of a single time where Uber or Lyft looked out for the driver or his family or the folks that he left behind to mourn his death. Not one single story. So it makes sense that Lyft would not respond to the news media because they're going to ask questions like that. This driver has lost his vehicle for who knows how many days until he gets the windows fixed. He has a fairly large deductible with your jacked up insurance charging $2,500. Are you guys going to do anything for him? Are you concerned with the fact that he has no way to make income while he's dealing with something that was bestowed upon him that he didn't deserve? They have no answers for any of that shit. So, of course, they don't respond. That's done deliberately. Most likely when the media reaches out, Lyft's management has already issued an order. We do not respond to media. We don't have nothing good to say. It's going to make us look horrible. And that's why my previous video celebrated the fact that the state of Washington is now passing laws to enact some type of forced assistance from the companies for drivers that go through shit like this. But that's only when a driver dies. We need more to be done because stuff like this happens often too, where cars get shot up. All of the drivers that are victimized don't die. I mentioned carjackings, robberies, rapes. That stuff happens too. So all of these drivers need to be made whole because this driver is probably going to easily lose a few $1,000s. How long is he going to be out and unable to work if he ever wants to do this shit again? But even if he does, his car's going to be down probably for at least a week or more. That's a week's worth of income gone. $2,500 deductible because his own insurance is probably not going to cover shit like this. I mean, it's just a host of problems for this driver. Easily going to lose thousands of dollars for something happening to him that he damn sure did not deserve. Nevertheless, folks, be cautious of who you're picking up. If you can, sometimes it might work to your benefit to pay attention to conversations going on behind your head. Because sometimes you can hear things like, we're going to take care of this motherfucker when we get there. Stuff like that. It's not uncommon for that to happen in vehicles. And if you got to turn around and tell your passengers, listen, I'll drop you off at the end of the block, but I'm not trying to pull up, and get involved in some kind of drama. Whatever the case may be, have you ever picked up a passenger and took them to a location where it was clear some drama ensued, maybe a fight, maybe a mom and dad situation? I've had that happen over a custody issue. All of this stuff happens. None of this is fear-mongering, folks. This is real shit. So be cautious when you're out there driving. Keep your head on a swivel. Stay safe. I'll see you in the next video.
This ain't your car. It ain't your car when I'm putting gas in it. It ain't your car when we're in the backseat making babies. But now it's your car. What's up, Tony?
Hey, what's up, man?
Yeah, man. I'm gonna get you where you going.
Right.
Yeah, what? Who is that in the background? You got another man over there with my kid? I'm on the way. We pulling up. Me and my boy Tony on the way. Yeah.
No.
Think it's a game. Think it's a game. He better be going in 15 minutes.
Hey, I don't know you. I'm not going with
Me
you.
and Killer T on the way.
I'm not gonna kill. I never kill nobody.
Yeah, me and Killer T on the way. I hope he got his boys with him.
Where you
too.
going now? I'm
Yeah,
not going
we
with
like
you.
a challenge. Me and Killer T,
Man,
we know.
I don't know him.
Yeah,
I'm not coming.
Whatever. I bet he better be going in 15 minutes.
Don't put me in this shit.
Yo, Tony, you strapped?
I don't know you. I'm strapped.
You strapped? Yeah, Tony, yeah, we strapped. Yeah,
You
Tony
told my
strapped.
name. I ain't
Yeah,
know.
Tony strapped. I'm strapped. We
What?
strapped up.
Put that gun
We
down.
on the way. Yeah, we on the way.
Stop this car.
15 minutes. He better,
Oh,
he
he
better be
ain't.
going in 15 minutes.
He a
You see him
dick.
playing about my kid? Yo, where you going? Yo, stop being scared.